Welcome to Business, Love, and the Tidbits. My name is Ingrid Pinkett, and I am an executive administrator and entrepreneur. And I have a passion for retail, hence CMR Collection and RMC exclusives. Miss Dom, who are you?
Hi everyone. I am Dominique Poydras, founder and CEO of Sisters Inspiring Sisters. I am a personal development and mindfulness trainer, coach, whatever you want to call me. And today we are going to get right in and we're going to talk about when you don't have enough money, when your bank account's not right, when your credit's not right, and you have big visions for your life, things that you want to do, whether it's for yourself, your family, your business, and whatever it is, whatever your goals are, whatever your big vision is, we're going to talk about when your vision does not match your bank account. And both of us, all of us, really, if we weren't born with money, all of us know what that looks like to have goals, and then your money doesn't match.
Okay.
Financial
Got
fit.
all these big dreams.
Right. And
And
it's not
the
just
moolah is
it's the portfolio.
messy.
Right. Your portfolio doesn't match. Your credit, you can't do what you want to do. There's just a lot when your portfolio doesn't match up to what it is that you like to do. So let's just dive right in. I mean, I could just start with this growing up with having five children at a young age, and not having the money to match just the things that I wanted to do with them, or the dreams I have for my life. I had to put things on hold. So, I mean, I know what that looked like back then, and just and not having the expertise and the mindset and the maturity that I have now to be able just to like go get it. I wasn't that back then, and so my dreams got put on hold, and things I wanted to do for my family just didn't happen. Right? And I had a million excuses of why we couldn't. We don't got no money.
She's like, hold on, ain't no money, boo. Ain't no money.
I'm
Ain't no
sorry,
money.
we can't do that. We don't got no money. And I mean, it was five kids. You know, again, I was very, very. I had three children by the time I was 22 years old, and so I mean, I can throughout life, I know what that looks like. So let's talk about it. Ingrid, you have some experiences with finances as well, and holding yourself back based on finances.
Ooh,
So we'll
heck
just exchange. We'll go back and forth. We'll talk about it.
yeah. I have since a little bit of your video is a little choppy today, so you're fading a little in and out.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Look, first I was getting ready to stand up, but then I was like, oh, I forgot. So
I can't. I mean, I don't want to move closer to the Wi-Fi box because the kids are asleep. So just
yeah,
let me know. Let me
okay.
know, and then
I can hear you now, but your video is choppy. But that's all right. We're gonna press on. We're gonna press on. As long as we can hear you, because that's the thing. I don't want to be talking over you. But I wanted to just say that absolutely there have been where your vision don't match your bank account. Let me tell you, it is huge. I have at one point when my children were growing up, there was six of us in the house, and so I had three of my children by the time I was 25. Um, like Dom in my early to mid 20s, I had all my children, and so I always knew that I was supposed to be an entrepreneur. I always knew that I was supposed to live, a very comfortable and very comfortable life. So I knew that already, right? And but of course, having that many people in a household with only at the time I was only the only income, there wasn't a whole lot of room for me to, jump into things that matched my vision, the things that I knew was meant for me. I couldn't do that at that time. Right. There was too many people, there was too many people in the house, bills needed to be paid, stuff needed to be handled. And so I had to do some things that I really didn't want to do in the way of job wise, right? So when I say that, y'all, I don't mean I was swinging on a pole or walking the street. I don't mean that. But what I do mean,
But if that's what you
but
have
if
to
that
do,
was,
listen.
but look, That's a different conversation. We'll talk about that another time. But what I look, look, that kind of goes with what we was talking about earlier. But anyway, so,
Listen, we get a little giggly sometimes. Don't mind us. Don't mind. We're so real. But we have background stories to some of this stuff. So.
Oh yeah, we do. We do. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. If y'all just knew, if y'all just knew. But anyway, but you know what? Y'all will know. We'll talk about that in a minute too. So anyway, just wanted to say that y'all, my lips were chapped. Sorry. Just wanted to say that when that was the case, and a lot of times my like I said, my vision wasn't matching my bank account, so I had to do things. How many people know that when you go on a job, the job can't make you $1,000,000. No job that you work, if you just working your job, if you just working your job, you need $2.5 million in the bank in order to live off of $1,000,000. So not too many people are keeping $2.5 million in their bank account, working their job, and they have $1,000,000 liquid to just pull out and go do whatever you want with it. Right. So, but what if you're, but my vision was that big, right? My vision was that big. So I hear Dawn when she said that what happens when your vision doesn't match your bank account, but you do in that time that it doesn't match is a time for planning, is a time for making sure that you stay focused, that the vision is bigger. If I would have just stayed there, and if I would have stayed, no, y'all, now when I say this, it ain't towards nobody. Whatever you want to do with your life is for your life. But I know,
I'm gonna say it's towards somebody.
You know what? My sister, she be look.
I feel a little rebellious.
This is a state. She feeling a little rebellious. Yeah, she is. This statement is not directed at anybody, right? Whatever it is that you want to do with your life, that is your business. And if that's how you feel that you want to handle your life and get it popping, honey, by all means. But for me, I know when I worked for Sacramento County, I was not a county worker. That was not something that was my aspiration or dream. I felt stagnant, but I do know that being there when I needed to be there for my children, and because it was a regular paycheck, you really didn't have to do all the things. I'm not gonna go into it, but all the things that I needed at that time, that was. And so when I didn't need that anymore, because I stayed focused on the vision and saying my bank account needs to match the hugeness of what I have been promised and what's confirmed for me, when it came time, and the time was as soon as the last child was not in my care anymore, my behind, I didn't walk, I ran, got everything out the 401k and said, boom, it's business time, right?
Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
I mean, finish your thought, and then I'll take over.
So, boom, it was business time. And when I'm saying that is, if you know that it is time to go, be prepared. Prepare yourself while you're in whatever season you're in, so that when it's go time, you do go. And my preparation was, I've looked at the 401k as a savings account, not for retirement, but for when it was go time. When it was go time. So that's what I prepared for. That's what I prepared for. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
I just want to fast forward to for me for right now. And I think differently now than I did when I was raising my children, and the money that I had and the resources that were available to me, and the mindset and the what I was learning at that time. So I want to fast forward now, because I'm not that person anymore. Now I'm going to say, anyone that's listening, that when your money doesn't match, is that the time is now. We don't have time to waste another 10 to 15 to 20 years to get prepared. We just don't have that kind of time. If you have visions and dreams and goals, we need to go after them right now. So if your money ain't right, your credit ain't right, what can you do right now, today, starting today, to get it right? What can you do to start living those dreams today? Because we waste so much time getting prepared that we never get to the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Ingrid talks about doing it messy all the time. Like we don't have that kind of time. And so I'm gonna take a different stance on this and say that you can create whatever you want to create right now with very little financial backing, with very little of everything. You can be creating the finances while you're preparing for your dream simultaneously. And I think we make too many excuses for ourselves on why we can't get ish done. Right? I don't have enough money. My credit's not right. I can't get product. I can't do this. I can't go on that vacation. I can't live my dream. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have the ability and the power to create the life that you want to live with or without. We just figured out how we were going to pay thousands of dollars for leadership training. Ingrid figured out how she was going to pay thousands or tens of thousands of dollars on top of for leadership training. When you want something bad enough, you will figure out how to get it. And I want to start talking about that a lot because of the limitations, the faulty belief systems that we put on ourselves, that we feel like we can't because of X, Y, and Z, which are external factors. They're external factors. And then, I mean, really, it's a mindset. You know how many millionaires were made without millions? Almost all of them weren't born into money. Almost wasn't born into money. We are all one decision away from stepping into our goals and our visions without the bank account. I mean, you can do it the hard way, you can do it the easy way, but you can find a way to create it. You really can. And I don't want to stay in my past so long because my past were mistakes. I like to talk about my past because they're reminders and they're I use as stepping stones, and I use them of things not to do. Don't do the things I did, right? I took the hard route on life. I really did. So I'm starting late. I'm in my 40s starting talking about these things. If I was talking about these things in my 30s, we would already be a millionaire. We would already be doing all the things that we wanted to do. Right?
Hello.
So right now, I'm staying in the present moment and saying the time is right now.
Right. You know what, with the state of the world of everything today, I agree with my sister in that regard with everything that's going on in the world today. Think about the fact that we would never have known what was going to happen 2 years ago. Right. So we would have, do you know how many millionaires were made just out of that? The fact that people had to adjust and shift. I'm sure a lot of times their bank accounts did not, or maybe they had money that they were just sitting on or what have you, right? And I'm talking to those people too that have it and you're just sitting on it waiting for whenever. Or you could be investing in something that you know would propel you and motivate you and push you forward in addition to funding something, some other dream or some other aspiration or something. Some people were designed just to give money away.
Right.
Some people were designed to, and if that's you, okay, we do have a link. We got a link for you.
No,
just hit us up.
Even just piggybacking that is that if you have a plan and you believe in your plan, someone's going to listen to your plan. Somebody. You knock on enough doors. You make enough phone calls and be like, listen, I need $2,000. I need $5,000. I need $10,000, $500, whatever it is to because I want to do this so bad that my life depends on it. People are going to support you, but it has to be backed up with a believable plan. We have to believe in you so much that we want to invest in your future. And we learned about these things. We talk about these things. We practiced it. We know what it looks like to say that, listen, this is my vision. Can you support me?
Right.
Can you support
me?
And
you know what? It's
say no.
There you go. But the thing about this too, is that people don't just, when I say when we talk about your vision is you. So it's not just your business plan. Even though I'm a business person, that's what I bring to Business Love and Tidbits with a little bit of my personal stuff as well. But people finance and they give their money to you. If it is your vision, come with that, all the paperwork and everything, but passion. You have to be passionate about that. Let me tell you where passion comes from. Passion comes from your mindset. That comes from your mind. It can't just be, oh, I'm just gonna throw this piece of paper at somebody and they're just gonna do it just because it looks so good. Well, what else is behind that? When the paper and what's on the paper don't happen and it don't look so good, are you gonna have the same passion, right? For what the vision is, for what the hugeness of the vision is. Because we're talking about people that when they look at whatever's in their bank account, whether it's $100, $200, $10,000, and what they see in front of them that is designed for them, that they know is a confirmation, or even if they're not sure, right? Fear is in the way. Whatever it is, they still want to press and go forward, right?
Absolutely.
You still want to press and go forward. You still want to jump in. There's nothing about this that you won't let it fail. You won't let it fail because of the fact that you believe in it so much. It is so much part of your DNA that in your mind, that's not even, you got matter of fact, let me tell you how strong you are. You won't let it fail is the fact that you got plans A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all the way down the alphabet because you're gonna work this, right?
I mean, I'm living that, right? I'm living that. When I have an opportunity to talk about myself and Sisters Inspiring Sisters, people can feel me, right? They can feel the purpose and the passion of me. I've sat down with dozens, probably 100 people over the last couple of years and just talking. And they're like, Dom, I feel you, right? People don't support Sisters Inspiring Sisters because of Sisters Inspiring Sisters. They support Sisters Inspiring Sisters because they got to know me. They heard me speak. They sat with me. They're listening to me. They're watching who I am as a person. And I'm really shy. Like, if people who know me, they know that I'm really shy. So I always try to send Ingrid and other people to go do things for me. And it comes down to like, Dom, no, you're the visionary. They need to see you. I can go and talk on your behalf, but no one can do it like you, right? And so we're living that. And I'm like, oh, all right, I guess I'll go do it. But then once I do it, I'm like, all right, but this is who I am. This is what I bring. Once I get there, but I've been living in the first few years, and sometimes in between that time of the money not matching. But I haven't stopped because of what Ingrid said. Sisters Inspiring Sisters is a product of me, right? I believe in myself and the vision that God has over my life and the purpose of what God has over my life so much that it has to be a fruits of my labor. There has to be an abundance coming because of the work that I'm putting in, right? And passion and the purpose and the belief system that I'm putting in, even while my bank account is not always where it's supposed to be. We're transitioning now where it's going to be where it's supposed to be because we're walking in different visions. We're doing different work now. Our mindset is different now. Like we're like, let's get to the money. If it's not about the money, it don't make sense. I don't care if it's service work, nonprofit work. It don't make money. It don't make sense. It has to match. It has to match. And that's another thing we'll talk about this week is that why do we cheat ourselves out of what we're worth? Why do we cheat ourselves? And so while your bank account is low, why are you not charging what you're worth? If you don't got no money, why aren't you charging what you're worth? And it's because you don't believe in yourself. Imposter syndrome is a huge thing, and we'll talk about that this week. But you don't believe in yourself. You fear success so much that you're willing to give yourself away while you're broke.
I feel like, why are you working? Why are you working for free and you ain't got no money? There is a difference because it's mindset. We always thinking about, oh, they're not going to do this. If they're not going to pay your price, then they are not your client. They're not your customer. That's not they are not the people that are designed for you. So we have to understand that. It's some people out there that know that, right? So we have to know that. We have to know that. Because other people know that.
Rebel Dom's gonna say black people, colored people, minority people. We do this to ourselves
Black,
so much.
brown, all of that. Listen.
Minority, I'm ready to talk about this on probably the next show or Friday.
Yeah.
Is that? But I mean, so right now, let's just talk about Ingrid, so we can stay focused on today. Is what do you do? What can you do right now if you have this big dream and it's your purpose and your passion? We're talking about purpose and passion, y'all, because a lot of times you guys go after things that don't belong to you and they won't work. They're gonna fail.
Somebody else told you that they made money off of it, and so y'all jump on in just thinking that you make money.
Or you watch somebody else and you're like, oh, I can do that too, and it's gonna work for me. And it may for a little while, but that's not gonna work. We're talking about absolutely walking in your passion. Chrissy, you know what you do. I know you love this yoga, the stuff you're making, your inventions, all these things, like things that are your passion, what God has given you to do. We're talking about that. What can we do today when our bank account, our credit, and our financial portfolio does not match the bigger vision? I need my stuff to go in big stores, not pop-ups. I want to serve hundreds of women at my events, not 20. Like, what do we do in between time while our vision is way up here and we're still like, okay, what do we do? I don't know what to do next.
You know what? One of the major things that we keep forgetting is that connection don't cost money. Connection don't cost money. So you need to go, you need to get up instead of watching TV, playing on your video games, whatever. Go out, look in your local community, go out, network, go talk to people, go, you know what? Vistaprint honey business cards is 99 cents a lot of times. Go get yourself, if that's all you have to do is your time, right? And a hand of Vistaprint cards, or even not that. There is an app on your phone called Hi Hello, free business bite. Hi Hello, that's free. And it can put all your information. You put a beautiful picture, all of those things on there. Get your behind out and make connections. Let me tell you why. You never know when you connect with somebody what that is going to lead to, what door that's going to open for you, what person does not see the vision, what it is that you have that they want to invest in, they want to partner in. But if you sit around saying you don't have this, I can't do this.
Sit on this vision.
Yeah. Things take a stretch. Let me tell you, you have to stretch. Connection sometimes after you get off work, all you want to do is go home.
This is my life now.
But you know what you have to do? You have to find your vision. It has to be so strong in you. It has to be so strong that no matter what, you find a way. That's called leadership. You find a way out of the things that look like there is no way. You find the strength to connect. And that's huge. Go ahead, sis.
No, so connections are one, networking is one. Another is investing in what you need right now. And I think we downplay coaching so much in our community and with our people. I'm not paying all that money. I'm not giving them all that money. I don't got no money. So how am I going to give 500, 100, thousands of dollars away for me to scale my business, for me to scale my life, for me to change my life? We don't do that. And so I would recommend, if you do not have the money to pay for a coach, the coaches are on YouTube. They are on YouTube. All the coaches. You can get all the nuggets you need on what to do with your business right now on YouTube. Find someone that you can look up to and take as many nuggets, free nuggets from them as you can until you're ready to invest it with somebody. You can't do it on your own. If you could do it on your own, you would have already did it already. So I would say, is turn the TV off, turn the radio off, tune out all distractions, and start focusing on what it is you need to do. We spend too much time distracted by things that have nothing to do with our goals and our vision. If you're washing your car, if you're mowing the lawn, if you're doing laundry, cleaning the house, all the things that we do in our regular life that take time away from the end goal, stop. Those 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes you're taking to do those things, you could have watched a podcast. You could have watched a how-to video. And let me tell you, you could watch all the videos in the world. If you're not implementing the stuff that you learn, then just stop. Just stop. Just stop wasting your time. Wasting my time, wasting Ingrid's time, wasting all the coaches' time of can you help me, and you don't want to help yourself. Your vision doesn't match your bank account because you're not doing anything. Right. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, and people say that I'm a hardcore coach or I'm hardcore. No, I'm not. I'm just tired of people making so many excuses for themselves and then expecting me to fix it. You know, listen, we can't fix it. We're just here to give you the information, right? It's up to you. Where is the sense of urgency on your life for you to change, for you to upgrade, for you to elevate, for you to pivot, shift? All the things that you need to do is right at your hands, but it's yourself. It's yourself that's in the way. Your vision doesn't match your bank account because your vision is not big enough. The urgency is not big enough. You can have a dream. We can dream all we want. We dream all the time. We daydream, talk to ourselves all the time. Oh, what? If you're not doing shit about it, let's just keep it real. None of you are doing anything about it, because if you were, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in now. And so Ingrid talks a lot about being stuck in your story. I got a story for everything. I got an excuse for everything, but this, but that. Yeah. Guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And let's be real. I hear a million stories every single day. I have probably about 24 people in my inbox every day telling me about their life. And it's not that I don't care. It's what are you going to do about it? Right? I can hear all the empathy and all the compassion and give you all the tips on what to do in the world. But guess what? None of you are following the advice. Not one of you. And that just shows me how the mindset of people, I'm not talking about you guys, right? I'm just talking about us overall as a people, is that we don't follow directions. We don't follow directions. And then we wonder why our lives are where they're at. Because you want to make up your own rules to the rules that are already in place, that are already working. People are rich and their vision matches their bank account because they follow the rules. We all play by the same rules. The people who are successful play by the same set of rules. I don't care what coach you listen to. They all speak the same language. They speak the same language. So those are my final thoughts, is that if your vision doesn't match your bank account, do something about it.
Oh, there it is. You know, y'all got my sister on fire this morning, honey. I'm with you today. Yeah, Don, she ain't playing this morning. If you ain't getting nothing out of this, honey, she was like, I'm going to throw it in your face. Okay? So,
with the baby.
With the baby. You know what I'm saying? She don't stop it. Look, the baby didn't stop nothing, y'all. She said, but you know what though? Even she's just showing you to get up and go do it. Get up and go do it. There is something that you can do to prepare yourself closer to your vision. That's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. Even if you have to do it messy, go do it. Go do it. We want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we want to let you guys know that we have some things that are something special that is coming up. Please, we don't take it for granted that you are here this morning. We are doing this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 a.m. Cali time Pacific. So join us. We do have a little outro for you that this is something we've been working on, and I know that you guys would like this a lot. And after this plays, we are all done. We will see you guys on Wednesday at 6:30. Stay tuned for this.